Well, it turns out that Mother Google has been kicking butt and cleaning house in the Google Play Store by banning apps, even popular ones that have been doing some sneaky stuff. Occasionally, even very popular apps get unmasked as malware. The whole thing works like an organized crime ring. Fully functional apps that seem, at least on the surface, to be innocuous secretly download other apps in the scam ring, artificially boosting their download numbers. Some even have the ability to leave positive reviews and ratings without the owner's knowledge. As each app is installed, the cycle begins again. The only real solution is to install a root explorer and go fishing for any suspect files. But even then, you have to know what you're looking for. The only surefire way to remove the threat is to reflash the manufacturer's ROM, a process that is beyond many Android users. There are plenty of guides on the process for individual devices, but if you're at all concerned, it's probably best to contact your manufacturer for assistance. And sadly, Motorola, who pioneered the smartphone, is no more. Last week, Lenovo, which owns Motorola since 2014, announced that they will be phasing out the brand name. Now don't get me wrong, the Moto line smartphones will still be in production in the coming years, complete with their familiar M brand symbol. However, these devices will also have Lenovo's branding and iconography. So why do this at all? Well, the basic idea is this. Lenovo wanted the brand recognition Motorola used to enjoy. Although Motorola fell out of the spotlight as Samsung and Apple came to dominate the mobile market, they still enjoy a fairly decent fan base. Lenovo, on the other hand, is a much more obscure brand name in the mobile industry. Sure, they're a big deal in computers, but when it comes to smartphones, Motorola is massive by comparison. When they bought the company from Google, it was to bolster their presence in the mobile market. So you know in those spy movies where the bad guys try and take a print of your fingerprint and then use that to get through a fingerprint scanner? Well, Qualcomm is trying to make something innovative that will make that a lot harder to do. Rather than existing photographic or capacitive-based fingerprint scanners, Qualcomm's Sense ID makes use of ultrasonic sound, as the name implies, in order to map out the details of the user's fingerprint. To actually capture the details of a fingerprint, the hardware consists of both a transmitter and a receiver. An ultrasonic pulse is transmitted against the finger that is placed over the scanner. Some of this pulse is absorbed and some of it is bounced back to the sensor. Scanning for longer periods of time allows for additional depth data to be captured, resulting in a highly detailed 3D production of the scanned fingerprint. This is considerably different to even the best capacitive fingerprint scanners on the market at the moment, which are only able to reproduce 2D images. 3D details are much more difficult to forge or fool than 2D versions of the technology, potentially making the ultrasonic system much more secure. Thanks for watching, guys. As you can hear, I'm sick. I've been really sick all week, in bed almost all the time, which is why it's really been difficult for me to get shows out. I haven't been able to get anything out most of the week. But as soon as I feel better, I'm going to rev it up and get back into it. Thanks for watching. Don't forget my brothers and sister in Android, who are working super hard to be your source for all things Android.